Welcome to my July bullet journal setup video. 5 minutes of me messing around with paper and stickers. I haven't touched my journal since I set up for May, which seems on brand for me at this point. I'm a tired, sad person, and setting my bullet journal sometimes reminds me too much of all that I have not achieved. All the things that go undone. That said, I have been feeling slightly more energetic recently, so here's hoping July will be decent. June was pretty good, actually, so it's not all darkness all the time, even though it can feel like it. I had lots of good stuff happening in June. There was a pride parade, there was my birthday, and I had this delicious, meal with my friend, and there was just going around a bit, being out in the world, and it was nice. I am sticking to my usual setup, but adding a little list of focus points for the month. They're not goals, not a strict to-do, but something to return to frequently. The list has 4 points. Morning routine, physical activity, journaling, and glimmers. I'll just ramble through them now. Morning routine is pretty self-explanatory, but the thing is, I've gotten out of mine, and I just want to get back to it. I want to wash my body, brush my teeth, put on SPF, have breakfast, and then start my day, and not whatever I've been doing lately. The hygiene aspect is extra important as it's been super muggy outside and I sweat more, so keeping on top of that is important. Physical activity. I want to add some variety to my routine here. I go for walks a lot, as you see in my shorts, but the weather report says that July will be rain, rain, and rain. The first half at least, so my walks will be fewer than usual. And so it is the perfect time to get back into some basic strength training or some other, indoor activities. As I'm recording this, I've just done a bunch of upper body exercises. And I'm hoping to get stronger during July. I have strong legs, but that's about it. I've also been thinking about physical activity a little differently lately. Mostly due to the fact that the world is very, I don't know if you're on TikTok, but skinny talk has been very overwhelming this spring, and this pressure to lose weight and to be fit, and I've had to think a lot about what that means to me, to be fit as a larger person, as a fat person. It doesn't mean the same thing to me as it does to a lot of other people, and I've had to sit with that for a while, and feel like it's something I can work on through my physical activity, and that's what I'm hoping to do. Journaling also seems pretty self-explanatory, but I want to spend some time with some paper and a spreadsheet this month. I don't need to keep a detailed diary every day, just a to-do list or a few sentences is enough. I want to rebuild my practice. I really do think that journaling is a key to helping my days sort of separate and distinct and not this gray mass of existence, which is a lot of what's going on. I like having something to look at and be like, oh yeah, those days are separate days. Does that make sense? I think it does, but you'll let me know if it doesn't. The last focal point is glimmers, a term you might have heard floating around. It has originated with a woman called Debtana. It is based on her psychological ideas or whatever. I don't care so much about what's behind it, but I'm going to read a little bit of a quote. Glimmers are micro moments of regulation that foster feelings of well-being. A glimmer could be as simple as seeing a friendly face, hearing a soothing sound, or noticing something in the environment that brings a smile. They are personal to each of us, and one person's glimmer may be another person's trigger. Glimmers are a cue in the day, either internal or external, that sparks a sense of well-being. They help you become regulated and ready for connection. And that, end quote there, and that is what I want. I want to have these little glimmers, and I thought it would be, and it's not like toxic positivity, they say that explicitly on the website, I will link to that. It is just to train yourself to see them and hold them in the moment when they happen, and not otherwise ignoring negative stuff. It's not like that. And I think it would be good for me, and I think it would be good to have something to journal about too. I can write that down in my journal if I can't write anything else. Alright, that was that. Look at all these very retro, cute, glittery cat stickers that I have, plus one flower for no reason. I have these from when I was a kid and I was doing sticker collection. I think they're really cute. and a whimsical. Alright, that was that. Do you have some focal points for July you want to share? Or perhaps a glimmer that you've experienced? I hope you have a wonderful July. I will see you soon. Bye bye.